Hello, hello, hello. This is Frida. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new tutorial. Oops. I've been knitting this plus size sweater for myself, and I did the 20 stitches cast on and add stitches as you go. So I did not want to do the short row technique. Uh, I tried everything. Like, I have so many different tutorials. Maybe it's me. I see them. I see the short row stitches, and I just wasn't feeling comfortable. So I found this technique, and I don't see any short row stitches, and it just knits up fantastic. I'm looking at it, and it's about over 4 inches higher than the front. Yeah, so I did make this one higher, but of course what happened was the neck area, the collar area is too big. As you can see when I wear it, it's really open. But so I'm going to knit the pick up stitches, and if you're a plus size like me, I've been getting lots of comments you guys are appreciating how I am doing the tutorials for plus size, because there are lots of plus size and not many tutorials. Yeah, unfortunately. So, the yarn that I'm using is 100% merino wool. It's the tweet. I did do a yarn unboxing on this, and I will pin the link so you can go and check it. But I think I bought the last batch that she did, and I'm trying to create a four weight yarn. So this is really thin, so I did two, and then I'm gonna pick it from the inside and then make it 4 strand. The yarns that we buy, like 50-gram balls, are so expensive. They're like $18 here in Edmonton. So I bought uh, this in a cone. It's more reasonable, and yeah, so I went with this. This cost me $140, and I did go and buy from Italy, so I will share that as soon as it arrives. They haven't shipped it yet, but it's going to arrive with FedEx. So stay tuned, that I will do an unboxing. It's another tweet yarn. And yeah, so I am just gathering the yarn here. See, when I do 4 strand, it gives me this 4 weight, approximately light 3 weight. So it gives me an Aran yarn. And the needle that I'm going to use is going to be a 3mm knitting needle. And where did I put it? It fell here. Okay, so I am going to start from anywhere. It can be anywhere. And I'm going to pick up stitches, and I'm going to pick up every stitch as I go. And then I am going to show you a technique, which I did a V-neck technique. Collar, if you write down under search collar, you can see it that I did a V-neck, but I'm going to use that technique to decrease the stitches. Yeah, so I got this idea while I was knitting it, because it's really hard because of the so many stitches we start. I only started, like, I don't know, 113 stitches, but it ended up yeah, a lot. It ended up open, the collar being open. So it does happen, and we can't change that. So secure it. I will weave that, and I'm going to start picking up stitches. It's black, and it has this lovely tweeds. So it's being black. It's a little bit tough, but we will manage it. So one at a time, I am going to pick up stitches. I'm not going to count, because I know there's going to be a lot of stitches. So we've got 3 here. So like I said, I'm going to pick up every knit stitch, just like this. I'm using a crochet hook. And then, so this is the 3mm knitting needle. The body I knitted with 4. So I am going down because this is being a collar. Okay, so I'm going to continue picking up stitches. That's all I'm going to do. This is going to take me a while. So just like this. One at a time. So try to pick up the knit stitches. The knit stitches are the V's that you see, so I'm going in between. Okay, so I will pick up and I will be right back. This is going to take me a while. $83, $84. Okay, so I picked up 84 stitches. Now it's, as you can see, it's pretty big. Okay, so first row I am going to purl yarn on the front. So like this. Purl every stitch all the way around for one row, and then we're going to knit a couple of rows of knit stitch. Okay, I know it's black, but it's a little bit hard, but I can see the texture of the purl stitch, so I'm going to let you purl just like this, yarn on the front and then purl it. Okay, and I will meet you right back here. Okay, so I have finished knitting purl one row. Now I'm going to start knitting. Knit. This is all I'm going to do. And I'm going to continue doing this, I don't know, a couple of rows, maybe 4 or 5, depends on the length. And what we're going to do is we're going to decrease after knitting that height that we need. Okay, so I'm just going to let you knit a couple of rows and I will be back to show you how to do a decrease so we get all 84 stitches. There's too many stitches. Yeah, it's really open, so we need to close it up. To do that, we need to decrease. Okay, so I will be right back. I'm just going to knit a couple of rows, and when I see that it's enough height, we are going to decrease, and we're going to be knitting one purl after the decrease to give this nice collar look. It's going to be a round crew neck, and this is the first time I'm doing this. I have done other techniques, and this is the one. I don't know if it's out there, but I'm making it up because and I just remember the v-neck that I did the tutorial, so I thought this would be perfect to use that technique, but knitting it from bottom up, because we knit it from the beginning and we did it raglan, remember, if you watch it or not. So this is just to close it up. This can be knit on any garments that you want to shrink it, like decrease it, the opening. It's pretty big, and I'm sure this is going to work on plus sizes because I've been knitting for so many years, most of my life, all of my life actually, and I already always have problem with the neck area no matter what I do. So I'm always trying to find a way to make it professional, better looking, and to wear it comfortable. Okay, so I will knit a couple of rows and I will come back to show you how to do the decrease. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have knit about 5 rows, as you can see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of some stitches. So I'm not going to do half. Half would be too much. So I am planning to get rid of at least quarter of it. So half is 21 stitches. Because it's 84 stitches total, and half is how much is it? 42. So the half is 21. So I'm going to get rid of 21 stitches. To do that, I'm going to knit 3 together, so I'm getting rid of 2 stitch. Well, let's do it 2. So then I would get rid of 1 stitch. Okay? And I'm doing it purl wise, yarn on the front, and then I'm going to purl 1, and then I am going to knit 2 together, purl 2 together like this. So I got rid of 2, and I'm going to continue doing this all the way around for 1 row and count. Well, just check it, put it on your head. It should be 21, 22 inches around to fit your head, and that's average head around, right, when you put it on your head. So this is what we're going to do. Get rid of 1 stitch and purl 1. Get rid of 1 stitch and purl 1. Okay, just like this. And this is how it looks like so far. Okay, so I will meet you back here, and we're going to start doing a rib stitch, which is 1 knit 1 purl. You can do 2 knit 2 purl. It depends on how you want it. So I am going to continue knitting like this all the way around for 1 row, and I will be right back. And count the stitches and put it on your head. We don't want it too tight, but that will close up the huge, even with knitting this 5 rows. Oops. 5 rows did, see, it did pick it up, just to show you, because it was pretty open. Yeah, it was pretty open. See, it is closing up. So this way, we don't want it too tight. We have to have it around our head, right? Okay, so I will knit around, and I will be right back. And then I will show you a couple of methods how to do it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have finished. I did decrease. I did try it on, and I noticed that I need to decrease more. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You can see that it is picking up. Okay, and I did purl, as you can see. So what we're going to do is, for the next couple of rows, we're going to knit 1 more knit purl, but I want to get rid of, I don't know, 20 more stitches maybe, so it would get smaller, because it is still open, but not as much as it used to be. So to do that, I am right where we started. I am going to do 1 knit 1 purl. So I did my purl first. I am going to do an let's do it this way. This is going to be a knit. So this will be a purl, knit, and I want to get rid of another stitch here. And then I am going to continue knitting 1 knit 1 purl. Okay, and then I will get rid of, I don't know, 10 more stitches, and then I will try it on again. So I got rid of 1. I'm going to do a knit and a purl. I'm going to knit these 2 together. Okay, I'm going to do a knit, I'm going to purl, knit, and then when I'm doing the purl, I will get rid of 1. So I got rid of 3, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so 1 knit, 1 purl, 1 knit, 1 purl. So So I am going to continue knitting, and I will continue knitting one knit purl for a couple of more rows, and I will come and show you how it looks like so far. Just put it on, try it. If it's closed, if you want the collar to be open the way you want it, just leave it. Don't do any more decreases. So yeah, this is all to it. So we're going to do one knit, one purl. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, so I've been knitting. I think this is enough. It's about more than 2 inches. So what I'm going to do is, this is how it looks like. And I did get rid of, it was 84 stitches when I started. So I got rid of 14 stitches. I have a total of 67 stitches on my needles here. And I put it on and it's just perfect. Either you can just bind off like this. Let me get a closer look. You can either just bind it off like this, or what you can do is, I bought this sweater actually yesterday, and I did not knit a couple of from my husband. Okay, let me just put this on. Okay, just bought this yesterday for a decent price. It's 34 Canadian dollars, $35. It was 50. This is from Winners. Yeah, and it's cotton, so 60% cotton, and I just love it, love it, love it. So this is what I'm going to do. I am just going to knit the same amount that I have knit, the knit and purl, just a knit stitch, and what happens is it's going to automatically turn into like this. Remember how it was at the beginning? So this is what I want to give this look. And yeah, so I think it's going to be nice. And most of the tweed sweaters are like these, the collars. So what I do is, I think I knitted, let's just count how many rows we have knit. It's not that many, but 2, 4, 8 rows. 8 or 10 rows, yeah, because it's going to curl. 10 rows I'm going to be knitting. Well, I'll just check it how it looks. And then you, like I said, you can just bind off like this, or what you can do is you can knit the way I want to, because I want to I don't want it snuggle, I want it nice and loose. So just knit stitch, and I will just bind off loosely as I can, not that loosely, but yeah, so this is where I began. Where's that yarn? It's right here. This is where I started. And then I'm just going to knit. Just knit, knit, knit. That's all I'm going to do. Let me knit 8 rows. If I need to knit 2 more, I will come back and show you how it looks. And I will try it on as well. Always put it on. Well, that's the thing, is knitting top down, so we can try it on and measure it on ourselves. Okay, so I will knit and I will be right back. Just knit, knit, knit. That's all we're going to do. Ta-da! So I ended up knitting 12 rows of just knit stitch, and this is how it turned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bind off, but using the needle technique, which I have a tutorial. I'm not going to show it to you over, but it's, well, what I do is I just cut the yarn, and this way it won't be that tight. I like this method. And all you need is just a needle. Just grab a needle from here. Okay. Just show it to you. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I will start binding off, and I will show you the end result. I already put it on my head. It fits perfectly. Okay, so So I'm just going to start randomly, just like this. Okay, and I will come back to show you the end result. I'll weave the ends of the yarn that I have here. So it's like a stitch marker to me. Okay, so I will be right back. Ta-da! It's done! So this is how you knit a collar when you have a big, huge space between. You can shrink it. And here's one of the ways that I figured it out, and I think it turned out fantastic. Yeah, it did close up pretty good. So I hope you like this tutorial, and you can use it on your knit items, which I wanted to share. So, and I thought this would be perfect, being a plus size. It's you knit so many stitches and then ended up with a huge collar, so you can shrink it using this method. And yeah, so if something else comes to my mind, a new method, I will definitely share it with you. So I will let you go, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to hit that notification button. So every time I post a new video, you will be notified, indicating there's something new for you to watch. You guys take care, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye. Happy knitting.